Hey guys, Giguk here with another useless video. So if you've been hanging around YouTube or Twitter, you may have seen these tier lists pop up. I don't know, you might have missed them. Only about 2 people have done it at this point. It's pretty new. But while we have fast foods and presidents and YouTubers, where is the tier list us weebs really care about? That's right, cute anime girls! So today I'll be taking some of the most popular female characters I can find on my anime list, some relevant seasonal ones, and just a few wildcards for good measure. Of course, someone like me who has immersed himself in the study of waifuology, I will persevere to give the most objective, impartial list that will leave out all my personal biases and would you look at that? Senjiko Haru is S tier! Who could have seen that coming? But I mean, starting with my literal goddess would be a bit unfair, so, you know, if there was one character that could set the baseline for this list, it would be Asuna. If there was a gamer girl of waifus, she would be it. Hell, she is a gamer girl. This is kind of as basic an anime girl as you can get. It's like starting a new game and in the character creation screen, you pick the default character model and don't edit any of the base stats. Her only outstanding feature is the fact that she doesn't have any outstanding features. D tier. Shinobu. Anime has garnered this uncomfortable reputation for having these characters that look suspiciously young actually be obscenely old and mature vampires or demon lords trapped in a younger body. Only those with an untrained eye will fail to recognize that Shinobu is clearly 598 years old, and that's why cultured men like us can put her A tier and not feel weird about anything at all. Because we don't. This is normal. I swear to God. Your Honor. 02. Here's a prime example of a girl who has topped the charts on the aesthetics quality while forgetting to put any of the stats back into the character. If we were going by design alone, she would have easily been best girl of 2018. She's got the unique look, the unique quirks. I'm pretty sure she's the only waifu that can claim to be a spaceship, but it says a lot about how strong these traits are, where she can go from crazy murderous rampage to non-existent character and still be best girl of your show that we haven't forgotten. B tier. Akame from Akame ga Kill. More like edgy enough to make me Akame ga Kill myself. Ichigo. Now Ichigo gets a lot of hate for having the audacity to compete with 02, but I think she has some positives going for her. I mean, just imagine waking up to this face next to you every morning, and personally, I can't think of a better way to start my day, because then I'd already know the day couldn't get any worse. Black Hole Chan. This is what happens when you take any kind of monumental scientific achievement and give it to the anime community to completely ruin. Here we have a girl who has the mass of 6.5 billion suns, concentrated into a point so dense it has a gravitational pull that can physically distort space-time. So you can see what's so special about Black Hole Chan. She's very much into Vore. She loves Vore.
This is Vore.
Personally, I think we found a new fetish of a girl that'll suck so hard, even after you nut, she'll just keep sucking until every atom that makes you up gets ripped apart at a subatomic level. Don't kink shame me! Y tier. Evangelion girls. You've got to pay respect to the classics, and Asuka is a true OG that holds a close place in my teenage heart. She pioneered tsunderes, and there are few even today that can hold a candle to her. They say you never forget your first, but as you grow older, you move on and become wiser. Some say you realize you're an adult when you start taking responsibility for your own actions. However, the true sign of adulthood is when you live as an Asuka kind of kid, only to grow up and realize that you've become a Masato man. Rei, though, still remains the Ava girl equivalent of stepping in a wet puddle with socks on. Rem. Now, I know I've memed up Rem a lot, but even I can see how she got the popularity that she did. I mean, she's a sweetheart, she sticks with you, and she'll lift you up during your darkest times. So right here, I think she should get a bit of the recognition that she deserves. What? Hinata. I gotta be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of this character archetype, the shy, love-struck girl that only comes out of their shell to the person they like. I think the technical term is Dandere, but I much prefer the term doormat. However, I have to give her credit because she is one of the only short, blue-haired anime girl that has ever ended up with the guy they liked because she persevered and was true to her feelings and protected her love in the hardest of times, and most importantly, she grew her hair out, proving that all doormats can dream of one day growing up to become carpet. Ochiko from My Hero Academia. Ochiko is a good, hard-working girl. All she wants to do is to make money so she can take care of her parents. How straightforward is that? She is the definition of a pure cinnamon roll, and that's why I'm gonna put her in the Panera Bread tier. Megumi Tadakoro. She's like Ochiko, but just not as refined a pastry, and what's a less elegant cinnamon roll? That's right, a sausage roll. Greg's tier. Hina and Rui. Winter Season's domestic girlfriend really put to test the eternal battle in waifu trash. Imotos versus One-samas. Little sis versus big sis. Oni-chan versus Ara. Whatever your preference, don't forget the die-hard rule to live by when talking about siblings in anime. If she's not blood related, she's free to be dated. C tier. Jabami Yumiko. I once said, don't stick your dick in crazy, and Jabami is fucking crazy. Any sane person can see that. So any guy who'd actually try something with her would obviously only be able to think with their dicks. Fortunately, my dick has an IQ of 200. Senko-san. Senko-san takes up that role of seasonal waifu that you end up seeing everywhere because of their reaction faces. You got the pout face, you got the blush face, and you've got the holy grail of all anime reaction faces. The Ahega, the smug face. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I meant. This makes them a prime target for anime profile pictures because they can make people think that they embody the spirit of a cute anime girl, not realizing that it doesn't actually mask over their degeneracy and anything they say online will now never be taken seriously. However, these girls are only really a strong pick until the season ends, at which point they then get immediately disposed of. C tier. And up next we have... Oh, wait a minute, what's this? Fucking sweet! This is what a true waifu goddess looks like, and with that evolution, her stats have tidily put her up into S tier. Sagari. Okay, let me be real for a second. I owe a lot to Sagari, and I know I said I would stay unbiased, but in the end, Eromanga Sensei was one of my first big memes that got me quite popular, and Sagari was right in the middle of that. So, FBI memes aside, on a personal level, there's only one place I could really put her. Haruhi Suzumiya. Imagine being so desperate for friends that the only reason anyone hangs out with you is to prevent the fucking apocalypse. Chika. This is the closest thing in anime you'd find to a drug addiction. If you're having a bad day, you just inject this shit right into your veins, and for a moment it can make you forget about the drudging monotony that is your life. Despite being a seasonal girl, I think she's left a strong enough impression to be B tier. Mari from Itadaki Seiki. Rin Tosaka. Rin will always be one of the greats, because to me, Rin embodies the highest quality a tsundere can be, while still being a pure tsundere. Some of these top tier girls have tsun traits and tsun moments that are blended with other things, but Rin is an out and out tsundere that manages to differentiate herself from the rest. She is what happens when every tsundere trait is refined to the highest degree. She has the twin tails, she has the thigh highs, she has the blush I'd literally die and reincarnate into another world to protect, and a mix between tsun and dere so perfectly balanced, she alone could have been the most effective weapon against Thanos' snap. S tier. Kaori. Spoilers for Your Lie in April. You know how in anime, characters will stereotypically wait for like 2 seasons before holding hand and like 5 years to confess? Well, Kaori here is so extra in her patience to let her true feelings known that by the time she decided to confess, she was fucking dead. She gets a D for deceased, departed, done for, dominatrix, speedwagon. Every so often you come across someone that has it all. The looks, the charm, the loyalty. Speedwagon embodies everything a waifu should be and more. But I know what you're thinking. How can this 200-pound hunk of pure man meat count as a waifu? And that's so short-sighted because you fail to see that waifuism is in the heart. Here's a bro that will give you the devotion you deserve more than any other waifu could. He will never leave you. He isn't gay. He simply ran out of women that were worthy.
You like Speedwagon? What kind of man doesn't?
Easily an S tier. And that was pretty much everyone I had time for right now. If you disagree with anything I said, yeah, it's probably because you're wrong. Be sure to tune in next week when you can see my scheduled apology video. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed that video. Thank you very much this month to Mike Elfen, Sisters10086, Elifal, Robert Harnborg, Basil, Lauken, and everyone else on my Patreon for helping to support me for this month and making this video possible. Just a reminder that I will be guesting at MomoCon at the end of this month, so if any of you are in Atlanta and are going on the last weekend of May, then I look forward to seeing you there. By the way, it's actually the weekend before my birthday, so if you see me hanging around the bar, just feel free to get me a drink. So funny thing, I actually recorded this video last week and I couldn't get it finished in time before I started traveling. So I'm actually at MomoCon right now. So if you see me around the corner, you're at MomoCon, feel free to come say hi. And you can also check my Twitter at GigUkAZ for any updates on any schedules and signings and panels that I'm doing. Anyway, that's it from me. I've been GigUk and I'll see you all next time.